Yo, what is going on, guys? Alex7 here, and there is a new updated launcher for TDU World that all of you guys have got to use starting from now. So this is the new and improved way of how to install TDU World. It's going to be a lot easier with this new launcher as well. So let's go straight into this video step by step. Okay guys, so the first thing you need to do is you need to make sure you have a fresh install of Test Drive Unlimited 2. Now as you can see, I don't even have it installed on this new PC yet, so I'm going to go ahead and click install here. It's going to ask all of this. I want it to go in my e-library, for example. I'm going to click next, going to click agree, and it's going to install. Now if you already have Test Drive Unlimited 2 installed, just make sure it's a fresh install. So basically you might as well just uninstall it and then reinstall it for your new PC. But as you can see, I'm just gonna wait for this to finish, and then I'll show you guys the next step. Alright guys, so as you can see, my Test Drive Unlimited 2 is finished installing, and once you click play, you're going to see something come up with your CD keys. Now obviously you want to use and keep notes of the product code for Test Drive Unlimited 2. You don't need to worry about the Pagani Zonda key, only the Test Drive Unlimited 2 product key. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that to the clipboard, and what we want to do is I'm going to exit this, and if you go to your settings, manage, browse local files, you're going to open up your Test Drive Unlimited 2 database. Now if you scroll down here, you have to make sure you have a Key.txt file. If you don't, you need to create one. So as you guys can see, I don't have one. So what you need to do is you just need to open up Notepad. I'm going to click here, open up my Notepad, and you just want to paste the key that you copied from here and paste it in here. Now again, I'm going to paste my key. You guys obviously can't see me doing that. And then you want to click save as, and you just want to type in key, and then you just want to click save. Just like that, we now have our Key.txt file. Now where that saved was in my documents, so you can see right here is my key file. I'm going to do Control C. And you just need to paste that in your TDU2 Steam directory, the fresh install, just like so. So here I have my key already there placed into the folder. So now let me show you the next step. Okay, so here's the next step. Basically, you want to go to tduworld.com, which you guys can see is where I am right now, and you want to sign up. You want to put a legitimate email here. The username obviously is not the username that you will be using in game. This is just your username for the website. Password, confirm password, and then you'll be getting an email to register completely once you entered all this information. Now once you have that all said and done, you want to go to download and click on download installer. It's going to open up a new link for you, and you guys can see here we have the new Test Drive Limited 2 launcher. So I'm going to click on download this file, and it's going to download an exe here. Now once it's downloaded, I'm just going to open it up. Now you don't need to worry about any of this. Again, this is all trustworthy. If you get flagged, I promise you there's zero issues with it. I want to click install, click next. You're gonna see it says please select your TDU2 install folder. So this is basically the folder where your Test Drive Unlimited 2 is. Now if you don't know where your folder is, all you need to do is go to Steam, which you guys can see here, click on the settings again, click to manage, and click to browse local files, and it will show you exactly where your Test Drive Unlimited 2 is. You can see it's a new volume, Steam library, Steam apps, common, TDU2. So if I go to the installer, you can see here, I'm gonna click browse. You know it's in my new volume E, then the Steam library, then the Steam apps, then a common, then you can see Test Drive Unlimited 2 right here. I'm going to click OK. Just like that. Click next. It says you want to have a desktop shortcut, which honestly I do, so I'm going to click there. Click next, click install, and then it says do you know if your game is up to date? Now by the way, click no, because this is a fresh install, so you do not have your game up to date. So what you're going to do is going to click no, and it says TDU World will now be downloaded and installed. Press OK to proceed. You're going to click yes, and basically it's going to download and install the new update for you. Zero issues compared to the last video. You can see it's a lot more simpler. You just download a fresh install of TDU2, and then it will download this launcher and do everything for you, and you don't even need to unpack, which is a good thing. Another thing that I will mention about this launcher, guys, is that the new updates will be pushed through this launcher, and it will be coming very soon. We will have the unofficial patch getting added to TDU World, as well as the upcoming texture mod pack, graphics mod pack, and car mod pack. It's going to be pretty exciting, and I cannot wait for those two to hit. But anyways, we're just gonna wait for this to fully install, and I'll tell you guys the next step. Alright, so as you guys can see, we finally have the setup finished. So all you need to do is click finish, and then you're good to go. Now the next thing you need to do is you need to go to your documents. Now as you guys can see right here, I have my Eden Games save folder. Now if you already have TDU World and you've already logged in and everything, you don't need to delete this folder. So for people like me that already have my stuff logged in, you don't need to delete it. However, if you are a new user to TDU World, make sure you have no folder saves. All you're doing is you need to just press play on here, wait for this to finish setting up, and click yes. There we go. And as you guys can see, we should be good. Now if we click play on here, there we go, the game launches. So pretty cool, pretty nice. It's gonna ask you some stuff. I'm going to click allow access like so and skip through all of this stuff. Now again, once you actually have your world account, this is where you need to enter it. Your nickname will be your in-game username. So for example, I want to be Bobby12345 in game. Then you just need to log in using your TDU World credentials. So that would be, for example, your username and password that you've set here, obviously. So your username, password, that would go right here. Username, password, login. Right, so for me, you guys already know I've used TDU World and I've used it before. So all I need to do is I just need to log back in. As you can see, I put my save file back into the correct folder where your save game is, and I should just be able to log straight back into TDU World, as you guys can see here. So pretty interesting, pretty easy to do, a lot easier actually compared to the previous time. You guys can see I have the green icon right where I left off. I'm playing TDU World just like that. Now there is one thing that you may experience in TDU World, and that's map crashes. So honestly, it only happens on the newer generation cards such as the RTX 3060 or the RTX 2060 or the AMD equivalent. Now I'm going to show you how to fix that. There are two possible ways on how to do this. Depending on what card you have, either one of these links will work. As you guys can see down in the description below, I'll have the link and I'll explain which one it is. One of them is what worked for me for my 3060 card, and the other link is what worked for me on my 2060 card. So I have a 3060 card, so I'm going to use this link. I'm going to download this. It's going to open up a file. Now you just need to unzip this, or extract I should say. You guys can see there's going to be a ×32 or ×64 folder. Depends which one you want to use. Sometimes the 64 won't work for you and the 32 will work for you. Sometimes the 32 won't work for you and then 64 will. For me, the 32 does. So I'm going to copy this D3 D9 file, Control C, and then I'll go into Steam. You guys can see you just need to open up your Steam library, browse local files, open up the folder here, and you're just going to paste the D3 D9 file in your directory. And then once you launch Steam, once you launch Test Drive Unlimited 2, which you guys will see me do right here really quickly, you will have no map crashes on your new PC. Again, hopefully this does work. If you guys did enjoy this video, leave a like down below and subscribe for more TDU2 content. Of course, the TDU World updates will be coming very soon, especially the mod pack, the car mod pack, and as well as many other items coming, from the textures to the unofficial patch. We're gonna have some crazy cruises. The live streams for TDU World will be coming back next week Sunday. I can't wait for you guys to go ahead and get back on. So make sure you download this new launcher and install TDU World from fresh, again, to make sure that when the updates do come, you have no issues. And as you guys can see, the map works flawlessly. Other than that, I'm out, guys. Peace.